Hi guys, Fog of Gaming here, and today we're going to show you the easy way to become the ultimate sniper in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is a complete guide and we will explain you everything. We've got it all for you today, from quick scopes to double kills, nice kill streaks and even a few godlike glitch kills. But most importantly, we will be showing you how you can become the ultimate sniper by revealing the most optimized loadout for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. As you probably know, there are some videos on YouTube about the sniper rifles in Black Ops, but most of them tell you absolutely nothing. Most YouTubers will tell you which gun to use and that's basically it. You still don't know how, where and when, let alone that you have any idea why you are using some of those perks. Most of them aren't even close to the maximum level for the sniper rifles, so we decided to make a proper video ourselves. One that shows you everything. The first thing that you want to do when you start building your class is head over to these sniper rifles and select the LOCUS. Forget about the Drakon, because this gun doesn't even come close to what the LOCUS can do, and forget about the P06 as well, because it will take you ages to get that gun unlocked. Basically, the LOCUS is a one-hit kill sniper rifle. And that's exactly what you are looking for, because this will make your life a lot easier. It will kill everything and everyone with one hit to the ribs and above. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that you're not aiming for the legs, so you will earn yourself another kill every time that you hit a guy. If you were using the Drakon, you would need to shoot a guy in the upper chest and above to get a one-shot kill. Now, you would think that this is basically the same, right? No, definitely not. What if I told you that the hitbox for a one-shot kill for the LOCUS is almost twice as large than the hitbox for the Drakon? Don't believe me? I will prove it to you. Go ahead and stand in front of a mirror and you will see it for yourself. If you don't have a mirror, then we have our friend Leonardo here to help us out. With the Drakon, the hitbox starts at the upper chest and ends over here because headshots do count. Now the hitbox for the LOCUS starts at the ribs and ends right above the head. This area is almost twice as large as the area for the Drakon. In other words, with the LOCUS you can kill a guy with one shot by aiming at an area that is 60% larger than with the Drakon. That is why you should forget about the Drakon, even though it has a faster rate of fire. In the beginning you will be stuck with the basic gun, without attachments, but that's fine. You will find that it's relatively easy to get kills with this gun. Now, as you progress, you will get access to some really good attachments. Let's start with the optics. The gun comes with a standard optic that looks like this. If you want, you can change this one with a recon sight, a Varix 3 or a thermal optic. In most game modes, it doesn't make sense to use any of these optics. None of these optics will improve your aim. Actually, they will make it worse. Don't get me wrong. A lot of this is personal preference, but if you look at it objectively, then you will see that these three optics limit your ability to kill. The recon sight doesn't provide you with enough zoom for a sniper rifle. The Varix 3 is original and it has two different levels of zoom, but you will lose time zooming in and out. Time that you don't have. I don't have to tell you that Black Ops is a fast-paced shooter, so you can't afford to lose time, especially with a sniper rifle. The thermal might make sense on some maps, but it lacks zoom. So you basically have to guess where you will hit your enemy. It lacks precision. In the end, the standard optic that comes with the gun is by far the best one. It has the perfect amount of zoom for the size and layout of the maps. It is very clear and super easy to use. On top of that, you will save a slot in your loadout that you can use for something better later on. Next up are your attachments. It's going to take a while for you to get to the max level with this weapon, like any other gun. But for this one, you might not have to go to max level to create your own ultimate loadout. I will explain this later in the video. The first thing that you will be unlocking is the suppressor. It will keep you off the map and it will reduce your muzzle flash. This stuff is extremely important for a sniper. You want to kill, but you also want to stay hidden. As you can see, it will reduce the damage, but that doesn't matter. You will still be able to get a one-shot kill. The ballistic CPU is a very important attachment. It will improve your aim. Basically, it will reduce weapon sway, which makes it a lot easier to hit someone, which will make you more precise, which will get you a lot more kills. Next up are the fast mags. They will make you reload faster. Really? Why should you need that? You are shooting with a bolt action sniper rifle and you have 8 bullets in a magazine. There is absolutely no need for this attachment. The full metal jacket does make sense, but only on certain maps, which I will explain later. The FMJ attachment gives you greater penetration. Why don't they just call it deeper penetration? Everybody will know exactly what that means, right? Anyway, this will allow you to shoot through certain materials like walls and so on, and it will even do more damage against score streaks. The extended mag is as useful as the fast mags, so forget about this attachment. It will give you more ammo in each clip. For a sniper rifle, really? Rapid fire is slightly more interesting, but not as much as you would like. It will increase your rate of fire, but it's not that noticeable in game. You probably won't notice it whether you have it or not. And finally, when you get to the max level, you will get access to the stock. It will allow you to move faster when aiming, which is great when you're using an automatic gun, but not so great when you're using a sniper rifle. Because by now you're used to the standard speed when aiming and you're probably very good at it. So it doesn't make sense to use the gun with a stock attachment, because you just spend a few hours unlocking all the attachments and you have now built your muscle memory with a normal speed. If you now start playing with a faster speed, then you will ruin your muscle memory and you will ruin your aim. Now that you have a good idea of what attachments are available for the sniper rifle, we can start building our class. I have two different classes set up for my sniper rifle. The first one is called LOCUS, because this is my go-to sniper rifle class. It is optimized so that you can kill everything and everyone in almost every situation. The first thing you should do is to head over to the sniper rifles and select the LOCUS. I bet you didn't see this one coming. Don't select an optic, because you won't benefit from any of these. Go straight for the attachments and select the ballistic CPU to reduce weapon sway, and then select the suppressor so that you can remain hidden from the enemy. And that's it for your primary weapon. That's all you need to get the maximum out of this gun. I've tried to use this gun with a lot of different combinations, combining certain attachments. I even used 2 wildcards to be able to use more attachments at the same time, but it doesn't make sense. It won't improve your game. It will only limit your abilities, because you have to give up a lot of other things without drastically improving your primary weapon. What is more important is that you give yourself a fighting chance in close range firefights. Every sniper's best friend is his handgun. Of course, some of you will get away with a few no-scopes, but for most of us that isn't such a good idea. So make sure that you can take down a few people with your secondary. If you speak to your friends about pistols, they will all recommend a different one, because most of it is personal preference. Even when you try to look at it objectively, there will be a lot of personal preference involved. For me, what matters most is damage per bullet. I can make most bullets count, so what matters for me is damage. So the gun with the most damage works best for me. Everyone has a different playstyle, so if you play better with a different handgun, then please go ahead. If you are looking for damage, then the MR6 is the gun for you. On top of that, you're even able to increase the damage with the right attachment. If you can get away with not using an optic, then please go ahead. I found out that I play a lot better with a reflex sight, so I equipped this attachment. The other attachment that everyone should use is the high caliber. It will increase the damage, which means that you will be killing even faster. As a sniper, you need something else to cover your back besides your handgun. This is where the trip mines come in handy. It's a proximity mine, so if an enemy comes close, it will kill him. It's perfect to cover your back when you are busy killing other people. As for the tactical, I always go for the concussion, because it will buy you time when there are multiple enemies attacking you head on. You can only kill one at a time, unless you make a few double kills. But let's face it, that's not going to happen that often. There are a few people complaining about this item because the effects last pretty long. More reasons for you to use it, right? We are making this video to give you the advantage, not the other way around. And finally, your perks. Most of the perks don't make sense for a sniper, so we will only show you the ones that you need. The first one you should select is the blind eye, so that you can remain undetectable. Remember that we were using the silencer to remain hidden? This perk goes hand in hand with that. You don't need a second perk, but if you have a slot left, then please choose whatever you like. You are going to need a third perk. The one that makes the most sense is awareness. This might be a surprise for some, but try to use it and you will quickly discover the benefits. Nobody will be sneaking up on you anymore. You will hear them from miles away, but you have to listen. This will buy you some time so that you can set yourself up to kill them. We adjusted the sound here so that you can hear it in the video even when you're not wearing a headset. This is your most optimized setup for your class so that you can handle almost every situation. It will give you the advantage. It will cover your back and it will keep you off the map. We did say that we created a second class. The basic setup is the same like the first one, however on certain maps this will further increase your domination. There are 3 criteria that a map needs to fulfill in order for it to make sense for you to use this second class. It has to be generally obvious where the snipers will be, the map needs to have a few surfaces that you can shoot through, and you have to be able to tell exactly where the enemy is hiding behind this surface. A great example of a map like this is Combine. You will know that there will be snipers on the 2 main platforms overlooking the central area, so no need for a silencer. You can shoot through the surface that is surrounding these platforms and you will know exactly where they will be hiding, like this. This is why you need a second class. The only thing that you have to do is to remove the silencer and to select the full metal jacket instead. On most maps it doesn't make sense to use the FMJ attachment. You can shoot through walls and so on, but you can only shoot 1 bullet at a time and you don't really know where the guy is hiding. Your best option is to wait for the guy to leave his cover and then shoot him. So on most maps you're better off without this attachment, however on a map like Combine you will know exactly where your enemy is hiding, especially in a place like this. Now this attachment becomes very interesting and it will cause a lot of frustration for the other team. That's why I have 2 different classes. This way you will be able to take advantage of these soft surfaces and this will further increase your domination. There is only one thing left for me to tell you and that is about your specialist. Again, this is very personal, but try to be objective about it. Keep in mind that you're playing as a sniper. Does it make sense to use vision pulse? You're not at the front line, so not really. Does it make sense to use the Tempest? I handle it somewhat like a sniper rifle, but you already have one. What I prefer is glitch. As a sniper, you sometimes find yourself in a situation that you want to get out of. Most likely you want to get away from a losing position and put yourself back in a position where you have the advantage. That's where glitch comes in handy. Plus you're going to make a few pretty damn nice kills while you're at it. This was Fog of Gaming. Subscribe for the ultimate advantage. Thanks for watching and see you in Black Ops.